Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hey.
It is Pixel Partners here, and we are back in Phoenix Wright Justice for All. When we left off,
Crazy stuff.
we're in the last day in court. We know all the truths now.
Yep, they're trying to find Maya and Gumshoe's. Yeah, Gumshoe's trying to find Maya. Edgeworth is here with us in court, of course. And we're all gonna try to, draw out the trial as long as we can so that when they find Maya, we can safely get a guilty verdict.
Yeah.
No matter what her fucking farewell note was. I still don't know what that last part was.
I don't know, because it skipped so quickly.
She's like, hey, I love you.
But, okay, two notes. One thing there is that I feel like for some reason we're switched today. I don't know if you noticed that, but we were on the right side of the room.
Really?
While Edgeworth was on the left side of the room, and I'm pretty sure it's always been the other way around. Am I right on that?
I didn't think we were switched. We've always been on the right side.
I thought we were on the left side of the room.
No.
Oh. I'm
we're
just an
on
idiot
the left side when they turn the court around. Because it's from the judge's view first.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I probably have it backwards. I always thought that we were on the left, though.
No. It's from the judge's view first. It's what he sees, and then it goes to him.
Yes. But part number two, which is going to make this last day really complicated, is that, like they said, we have to elongate this, which means, technically, we have to defend Matt until we get the go-ahead from Gumshoe.
And then just fucking rail him.
We have to defend him. We have to do everything backwards, knowing the truth. Anyways, go ahead and read your judge line, madam.
Court is now in session for the trial of Matt and Guard.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Listen. Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder.
It's like, oh yeah, it's been so long I forgot that we, we're trying to implicate her for the murder. But anyways.
That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, you would please inform the court of today's proceedings?
Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. On Guard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume.
She did do that.
The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape.
And you're saying that she is guilty after all?
I'm not finished, Your Honor.
Oh.
Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder.
Nope.
Huh? I would like to direct the court's attention to this card.
Oh, he's just straight up going right to it?
Apparently.
What is that? It looks like a shell.
This is the calling card of a certain assassin.
Assassin, you say? Like Ezio?
Yes, Juan Carita was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client so to speak, is Matt On Guard.
What a surprising turn of events!
Is it really, though? Is it really?
He's like, no, it's not.
I would think it's become commonplace by now,
yeah,
Your
exactly.
Honor. I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true.
Yep. But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya's safe and sound.
I wonder how the trial will turn out today.
Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand.
That's right.
Poor Will. Oh yeah, we don't know what you're...
Yeah, we don't know what he's...
saw.
Yeah.
Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please.
But remember, he's like, apparently I saw something, in quotes.
I think he did. I just don't think he realized what he saw, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star. And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way. Yeah.
Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much.
That's what I do. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, but I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy.
Oh my god!
Anyways, on the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. On Guard's room. Okay, sure. What'd you see, dog?
Dog.
After the awards ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. You know, he's right over there.
Yo, that is big.
Yeah.
Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony.
And talking with the bellboy is no big deal. If one assumes that person Mr. On Guard was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy.
Well, what are you implying? He's like, you don't know.
Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we?
Looks like we're in another sticky situation.
Huh?
A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right?
I suppose so. Because the bellboys are gonna be not the bellboy!
Nope.
Okay. If the word ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room, but why? The defendant's room? Why'd you go there? Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother sort of, and I wanted to say congrats.
What's wrong? Why did you stop?
Mr. Wright! Well, what is it? You're not going to trick me into a corner, aren't you? Huh? I know I'm just a poor underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer. No one said you were, Mr. Powers.
Oh yeah, because we have a tendency to have witnesses turn out to be the killer.
No, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Every time? Witness. I'll personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. Poor man. So sorry.
So, you went to the defendant's room and then?
To be fair, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. When did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here? I mean, we are defending the bad guy. The room's still in the samurai costume. Don't tell that. He was talking with someone at first. I thought it was the bellboy. Hold it. At first? What do you mean by that? Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform. He had a bottle of juice on a tray. Sounds like an ordinary
That's Phoenix.
Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me. Not gonna mention the fact that he's bringing in the juice and the whatnot. That's what went to Karita's room.
Yeah.
Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me. Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy. And why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry. I guess I'm going to have to wait patiently on this one. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave them everyone back. Hold it. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you're watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, he gave the bellboy a tip. A tip? That's a perfectly normal thing to do.
Not if you're paying an assassin.
Yeah.
So, how long did you watch the two of them?
Not more than a minute or two, I think. I guess me on that, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Okay, so who are these guests you're talking about? You guys, of course.
Aww.
You and Maya and Little Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway. It was like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further.
Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night?
I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. I ended up focusing on her.
I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long.
Okay, let me try this second one. That's all I got left to press, so. Okay, so Are you sure that was Matt on guard? Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the nickel samurai mask then. If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken. And what was the defendant doing standing in front of his own room? Okay, I've got to present something. What do I have?
Didn't press him on everything. You skipped something.
No, I did, because that was the only one I skipped at first. Because I did after the award ceremony
You
first.
skipped the nickel samurai costume one.
No, that's what I just pressed.
Oh, okay.
And I did the talking with someone. And I did what I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. And they had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me.
For some reason, I thought you skipped the nickel samurai one.
That's what I did at the last part there after we went back in a circle.
Oh, okay.
What do I have? Windbreaker sure is covered in many thin cuts. Celeste photo, credit card receipt, stuffed bear, transmitter, spy camera,
That'll
picture
all come in
card,
later.
Lotta's photo, the knife.
No!
Alright, the attempted suicide report, Jim and Ninja's button, crime photo, the wine glass. I mean, it was in the picture, but they haven't like adjusted his testimony that he saw that.
Yeah.
Because that would make it so fucking obvious.
Uh-huh.
But,
because that was
God.
right, but he paid him right before he went to go kill him.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, here's your juice, and he's like, oh, thanks.
I don't see anything that I can present that would push anything.
Are we gonna have to bring up the guy?
You're gonna need to walk through probably. Unless I just try and push something.
Dude, this whole chapter or whatever, this is the chapter we've used the guide the least in.
Probably.
Like, we've hardly used it.
I'm just... Whatever is in this other words room by myself to Matt's room. Okay. Nothing fishy there. I was standing in front of the room, still in this nickel samurai costume. Don't see anything there, because that was right after the ceremony, it sounds like.
Yeah.
He was talking with someone at first. I thought it was the bellboy. Maybe there's a profile I can press? Can I... Because I know that this is John Doe who came as the bellboy, fucking Christ.
Press powers on the statement, Matt gave the bellboy a tip.
But they didn't... Wait, so what was the first one I said? I watched two of them for a while and then went back, and then he was talking with someone at first. So the first one I have to press is the...
Watched two of them for a while, gave up, went back.
Alright, so...
There's like a certain order.
Apparently, that's fucking weird. So you saw
Yeah.
two of them both together, correct? Yeah, I was saying congrats. Now what are we doing strange? Yeah, if it's something weird, they gave him a tip. But that's perfectly normal thing to do. I'm gonna watch two of them, not more than a minute or two, I think. Okay, and then we gotta go
pressed him on,
to...
he was talking with someone. I first thought it was the bellboy.
Okay, now we'll do this one. And it's at first. What do you mean by that? I didn't think it was a normal bellboy. And why was that? Well, I didn't think that, Mr. Wright. And how am I supposed to know? Hey, wait a second. Now they changed
Now
it.
yeah.
Why? Come on, game. I gotta go in a
know.
backwards ass order. Hey,
Well.
wait a second. Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few moments ago, you stated... I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, they gave the bellboy a tip. Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself? Yeah, that's it. You really know your job.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
this bellboy, he was an ordinary one, was he?
Perhaps we should let the witness tell us.
Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony.
You mean about the bellboy, right?
Testimony.
Matt gave the bellboy a tip. Press. So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that? He gave him $4,000. Well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me. How much it was? But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked.
I'm afraid I don't follow at all.
Sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about. I'm gonna go ahead and save.
Yeah. Well, first, let's see how much money it was.
I think they want us to push the bellboy's face, though, but let's go with On Guard's tip. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree? Sure. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think. $400,000. A little too much? Would you please clarify for the court about how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess.
Jesus. Why is that? There are so many hundreds.
Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash. A roll of cash.
Well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it?
A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor.
More like payment.
Yeah. The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us.
I can tell you which one.
I assume raise an objection?
No.
Oh, wait and see.
Yes.
Okay. There's nothing I really object to here. I mean, who can argue that a fat roll of money isn't really odd?
So opposing that roll of cash was not a tip? And what was it?
Yep.
Payment, Your
like
Honor.
I said.
Payment?
Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Carita.
Then the bellboy the witness saw?
Yes, he was the assassin.
Hold your horses now! Mr. Edgeworth, you don't have any proof of this, do you?
Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor?
Yeah, you right.
I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime.
Shelley, the killer?
He is the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer. Really?
What's wrong, Mr. Powers?
No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head and I think I just figured something out.
Oh?
Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night. What?
When he came to get Maya.
Yeah.
Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir, right away.
Because he was there when he came to get Maya.
Yeah.
At least I'm 99% sure he was.
No, he was there.
Yeah.
I think that's where he's gonna go with this.
The second time.
This time, I was in that hallway because I had to go. Oh no, I guess we're just going with this one. Okay. This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Carita's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kinda out of place. Yeah. So he had to be the assassin. I'm sure of it. I mean, I'm maybe sure. Maybe. Thank you very much. That is all we need for now. Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more. Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. Then we shall see.
So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious.
That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh.
This is no laughing matter.
I know, stressful. Give me them boobs. I need the stress relief.
Excuse me?
Alright, this time I was in the hall because I had to go to the bathroom. No doubt about that. So the bellboy sorely came out of the room. Hold it. Are you sure it was the same bellboy? Yeah.
Yeah.
And how could you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform after all. He had that fucked up face. But you see, well, he had those stitches in his face. So I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt. So which room did the bellboy come out of?
And Phoenix has seen him,
Yeah.
remember? And so he's like, oh.
Alright, the room, Monica Rita's room. The victim's room, huh? Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, all right. Words cannot describe how screwed I am. Let's continue with the testimony, shall we? Alright, now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. What do you mean by that, though? So what exactly was so out of place about him? Right. Why the insipid grin? Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next. Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart and he wasn't holding the tray either. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you?
I'd agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers.
But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Miss Powers' testimony slide or...
Ooh.
Fuck.
Should I check? These are big stakes here.
No. It's
No?
okay. I saved.
You have a 50-50 chance.
I'll let it slide for now and see what else I can get. If there's nothing else, then... You're right. I think it's pretty unusual, too. I thought you might think so. There's no need to say anything when the defense gives up without a fight. Let's move on.
Anyway, Mr. Powers, you thought the bellboy was a little suspicious, correct?
All
So I
right.
guess that was the right one?
I assume, unless this statement does anything that he says, I'm sure of it. Please don't be so quick to judge. But it's kind of a Powers family thing. Think of every person as a thief. Well, I guess a thief and an assassin are both sneaky and silent.
That's not the point, Phoenix. In any case, if that bellboy was the assassin, it'd be very bad for us.
But he really is the assassin, you know.
Yes, but you can't give in yet. If you want to prolong this trial for as long as possible,
That's what I was thinking.
you're going to have to pull some cheap tricks on this one.
And there's the answer.
Yep.
Because we have to, unfortunately, fucking defend Matt.
Yeah.
Alright.
At least for now, anyway.
Yep, so when he seems out of place... hey, try and pull a fast one. There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy.
But there really is.
There really is. I had to drink some rain. Sponsor.
Stop.
There really isn't. What are you objecting for, dog?
I was gonna say they sound like kids.
If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There's no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness' previous statement be supplanted with this new one. Edgeworth, are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious?
Of course. Because we're gonna need that for when we go at him too.
Yeah.
I see. Very well. This court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request.
So I don't know why why Phoenix is so upset about Edgeworth, doing a good job with us getting...
He's torn. He doesn't like doing this.
True.
Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please.
Yes, sir. Alright, so now we've got, I thought it was kind of strange we would have come out of a guest room empty-handed. Press it. So you're saying that it's suspicious for them to be empty-handed? Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, oh, what a fucking weird face.
I really regret calling Matt Ungard relatively attractive now. Remember in the beginning, I'm like,
like-
he's not bad looking.
It's like, I mean, you do have a thing for insane people, but come on.
Yeah.
He was holding a tray in his hand, and there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it. Hey. Juice? What kind of juice was it? Pretty sure it was tomato juice.
If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed,
There it is.
some sort of proof, then I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now.
Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record.
Yep.
Hey, if only I was a smart cookie.
Just yeet the wine glass at him.
I just in court, objection! Boom! Throw the glass at him. Bitch! Mr. Powers. Yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you?
Oh, jeez.
As soon as you heard that bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But, isn't he really suspicious?
Yes.
He's got all those stitches, and... So? A baseball has stitches. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? You're not good at defending criminals, Phoenix, are you?
It's not in his blood.
Are baseballs evil? Well, yes. Have you ever been hit with a baseball's being thrown? That shit hurts. Even a wiffle ball hurts. I can tell you. Story time. When I was a kid playing baseball kind of in the backyard of my brother and my grandparents' house, we used to have the wiffle ball. If no one knows a wiffle ball, it's a plastic baseball.
Very hard plastic.
Hard plastic, and it's got holes in like more of a top center. It's hollow and it has holes in the top. So it's kind of aerodynamic. It's really light. It flies very far. And you always get a plastic bat, and fast. And my brother used to be a Little League baseball player, and we were playing within the backyard. I had the bat. He was being the pitcher, and he threw it really hard. And it flew straight at my throat. And it popped me in the throat. And let me tell you, even though the thing's light, it hurts like fuck. And it knocked me right in the center of the throat, and it just choked me, man. That shit hurt, and he felt bad, and the family felt bad because they were on the porch laughing at me. But everyone was laughing still. They weren't worried about me because I was, oh, that was funny. They're like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, ah, you little
As soon
shit.
as you were okay, that was fine to laugh.
It was kind of funny, but still, it sucked in the moment. But it was also funny in the moment. Anyways, going on with evil baseballs. Well, there's also, I mean, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here.
Because it was in there, yeah.
That's you.
Oh.
Sorry.
This is the crime scene.
There's a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Kurita's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now if you would look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner here. Anyone can clearly see that there's a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it.
Yep.
The bellboy just brought this to Mr. Kurita's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left.
Oh. What? That would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room.
Ah, but can you prove that Mr. Kurita was already dead at the crime?
At the time.
At the time.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes.
I blame you for leading me down this route.
I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us?
Oh boy.
Is there? The bellboy is empty-handed. Or should I say empty-handed?
What?
I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. They were covered in fucking blood. Huh? What? That bellboy. He was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right?
Black leather gloves? Why didn't you mention them earlier?
Sorry, it slipped my mind. Boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious.
Yeah.
All right, gotta focus. I can't lax here.
We can't just give up yet because we have to draw it out.
So what if
But he hates this.
Yeah, so what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright. That bellboy was wearing black leather ones.
All villains wear black leather gloves.
So a football is made of leather.
What's with the sports?
Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they are made of leather? Phoenix. You need to work on it.
But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves.
And drug dealers have giant rolls of cash.
Yeah.
Are drug dealers evil? Wait.
I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy. Someone like me, really gullible and dumb.
It seems we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness. Please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest?
Oh, yes, please. Tell us more.
Okay. I'm too excited for this.
Yeah,
The second meeting. Ah, shit. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door, just like that.
He'd be like, hey, it's done.
He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat.
What do you think he gave him? His card? Because remember, it was in their room and Andrews found it. And she was like, oh.
Well, the card was in Juan Carita's room.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Probably not the card.
What did he give him?
So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room.
What did he give him?
I guess we're going to find out next time.
Did he give him? No. I'm like, he gave him the tape, but he would have had to, like,
I was thinking that, but it was transmitted.
Yeah.
So, well, we're going to find out next time.
Oh, boy.